Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good afternoon, Miss, and those who ever watched our video. So today we will present you hidden health risk behind stress-induced eating habits. Before that, let us introduce ourselves. So we from group 19. So the first one is me, Abdillah Putra Rifani, and Muhammad Baihaqi Nurrahim, Arung Bramawinjaya Sirenden, Mutiara Fatiha Shifa, Claudia Orchid Victory Butar. Before we dive into our presentation, let me explain to you the definitions first. So the first one is induced eating habits. What is induced eating habits? Induced eating habits are eating behaviors that are shaped, triggered, or influenced by external factors rather than by natural hunger or the body's actual nutritional needs. These habits develop because something outside the person induces or causes or prompts the behavior. Such external triggers can include emotional states like stress or boredom, social pressure from peers or family, exposure to food advertising, environmental cues such as the sight or smell of food, or cultural norms surrounding meal times and portion sizes. Over time, these influences can condition a person to eat automatically in response to certain situations, even when they are not physically hungry. If not managed, induced eating habits may lead to unhealthy patterns such as emotional overeating or mindless snacking. Next slide. Next slide will be explained by my friends.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity to has been given to me. I would like to present my presentations. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Arung Bramawinjaya Sirenden. You can call me Arung. So, my presentation is okay. When we feel stressed, we often eat not because we are hungry, but because we want to feel better. This is called emotional eating. First, hormones. Stress incurs a hormone called cortisol. This hormone make us crave sweet and fatty foods. Stress also confuses hungry hormones. So we feel hungry even when our body doesn't really need the food. Eating comfort food gives quick pleasure, but only for a short time. Secondly is psychology. Now, psychology, food becomes a way to escape stress. Eating makes us feel calm for a moment, but after that, guilt appears and stress comes back. The next slide is hidden risks. Now, if this happens often, it can lead to weight gain, blood sugar problems, and more issues. The risk is hidden because emotional eating feels normal. So emotional eating is not about lack of control. It's about stress, hormones, and emotional working together. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, next, I would like to explain the hidden physical health risks that can occur as a result of stress-induced eating habits. When people experience stress, many of them turn to food as coping mechanism. At first, this habit may feel harmless, but over time, it can quietly affect the body's physical health. Stress-induced eating often involves overeating or choosing foods that are high in sugar, fat, or calories, which can lead to long-term health problems without clear warning signs. The first physical hidden risk is weight gain and obesity. Under stress, people tend to eat more than their body actually needs. If this happens frequently, excess calories are stored as fat, leading to weight gain and eventually obesity. This condition not only affects appearance, but also increases the risk of other health issues. The second one is metabolic disorders. Stress-related eating habits can interfere with how the body controls blood sugar. Constant consumption of sugary foods causes repeated spikes in blood glucose, making the body less responsive to insulin. And over time, this can develop into insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. The third one is cardiovascular disease and hypertension. Foods commonly eaten during stress, such as fast food and snacks, are often high in fat, sugar, and salt. Regular intake of these foods can raise cholesterol levels and blood pressure, increasing the risk of heart disease and hypertension. And then the next is nutritional deficiencies. Even though stress eating may involve large amounts of food, the body may still lack important nutrients. Many comfort foods are low in vitamins and minerals, which can weaken the immune system and reduce energy levels. And then the last one is digestive system dysfunction. Stress can also affect eating patterns, such as skipping meals or eating at irregular times. These habits may cause digestive problems like bloating, stomach discomfort, or acid reflux, and can disrupt the normal function of the digestive system. I think that's enough for me.
Okay, let me introduce myself first. My name is Mutiara Fatiha Shifa, and I'm going to continue the presentation. Specifically, I want to talk about the hidden risk of stress eating. Okay, stress eating involves consuming high-calorie comfort food due to stress. This action elevates the hormone cortisol, promoting visceral fat gain and a high risk of metabolic dysfunction. Well, such an example is type 2 diabetes. Psychologically, it creates a harmful cycle. Eating leads to guilt and shame, which intensifies stress and reinforces the unhealthy eating habit, severely damaging mental health and resilience. One of the cause of the physicals is high cortisol, right around visceral fat, and metabolic syndrome (T2D). For the nutritional, it causes nutrition poor food, right around immune suppression. For the physiological, it causes guilt cycle, right around worsened anxiety or depression. And for the habit, it causes blocks healthy coping, or right around reduced resilience. Okay, maybe that's all, and it will be continued by my friends.
Okay, before I want to explain my material, I want to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Baihaqi Nurrahim, with the student number 2510111310016. Now I want to explain about the prevent the hidden health risks behind stress-induced eating. The first is recognize triggers. You must identify situation, emotion, or environments that cause stress eating. Keep a simple journal to track mood and food patterns. Notice early signs of stress, tension, restlessness, overthinking, and any other. The second, practice mindful eating. Pause before eating. Ask to yourself, am I hungry or stressed? Am I hungry or stressed? If I hungry, I want to eat. If I stress, don't do that. Eat slowly and without screen distraction. Choose portions set intentionally. The third is build healthy stress relief habits. Replace your emotional eating with alternative activities, deep breathing or meditation, stretching or leg exercise. Talking to a friend, use short relaxation breaks during busy days. The fourth is plan nutrition snack. Prepare easy, healthy option, fruit, nuts, yogurt, and many other. The fifth, improve sleep and routine. You must improve your sleep and your daily routine to make a good schedule and can improve yourself to be better. The 6, strengthen emotional awareness. The 7, limit caffeine and sugar. The 8, seek professional guidance. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you. I give to my friend. Thank you.
Okay, so the summary is stress-induced eating habits occur when individuals respond to physiological pressure by consuming foods for emotional relief rather than nutritional needs. This pattern often leads to a preference for high-calorie, sugary, or fatty foods that temporarily reduce stress but disrupt metabolic balance. Over time, stress-related overeating can increase the risk of obesity, insulin resistance, or cardiovascular disease, digestive disorders, and weakened immune function. Additionally, the repeated cycle of stress and emotional eating negatively affects mental health, contributing to guilt, anxiety, and reduced self-control, which further reinforces unhealthy eating behaviors. And the last one is closing statement. Understanding the hidden health risks behind stress-induced eating habits is essential for preventing long-term physical and psychological consequences, addressing the root causes of stress, promoting mindful eating, and developing healthier coping strategies can break the cycle between stress and poor dietary choices. By recognizing emotional triggers and prioritizing both mental and nutritional well-being, individuals can protect their health and foster more sustainable, balanced lifestyle. That's all from us. Thank you for watching, and sorry if we have any mistakes in presenting our presentation. So that's all. That's it. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.